notification bell to never ever miss a video. See you next time.
How's it going? This is Wonderful Life by Hertz. I hope you enjoy it. It's a really good song.
On a bridge across the Severn on a Saturday night, Susie meets the man of her dreams. He says he got in trouble and if she doesn't like, he doesn't want to come on you. But there's something in the air, they share a look in silence, and everything is understood. And Susie grabs her man, puts a grip on his hand, as the rain puts a tear in his eye. She says, don't let go. Never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Don't let go. Never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Driving through the city to the temple station, he cries into the river sea. And Susie knows that maybe was a family man, but the world's got him down on his knees. So she throws him at the wall, kisses burn like fire, and suddenly he starts to believe. And he takes her in his arms and he doesn't know why, but he thinks that he begins to see. She says, don't let go. Never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Don't let go. Never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Don't let go. Never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Don't let go. Oh, never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Don't let go. Oh, oh, never give up, it's such a wonderful life. She says, don't let go. Never give up. Don't let go. Never give up. It's such a wonderful life. Wonderful life. Wonderful life. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. Wonderful life. Wonderful life. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. Don't let go. Don't let go.
Alright everyone, welcome. Today is a Saturday, and it's been a while since I've looked at TCAP, and yeah, I was listening to, actually let me welcome everyone in the stream. Matt Willis. Okay, that's all that's here so far. What was I saying? Oh, I was listening to Chris Hansen's podcast, and I was listening to the episode about Robert Lyons and the oldest predator, and that made me kind of want to do a Robert Lyons stream. His footage isn't necessarily long enough to hold an entire stream, but I think that so I went ahead and added in Jesse Velez as well. So this is a double stream. So yeah, let's get right into it. Madam Kelphill. Welcome to the stream. Oh, and this is, of course, uploaded by Joey's TCAP.
Hey, you out there?
Hi.
Hey, let me finish brushing my teeth real fast, okay?
What happened?
I have crap stuck in my teeth.
Your feet.
Ah. Let me go grab my hoodie.
No, I think that honestly that he was pretending to not hear Luke or whatever the decoy's name is. I don't know. They're all Luke and Kayla's to me. Yeah, so I'm assuming that he was pretending not. That way the boy would actually come to the door. But I don't know for sure. Oldest teenager ever. Hello, Amy. Father Tron. Should do. What would I do? Oh, Jerichosis. That is a whole nother. That's a whole nother stream altogether.
Just hang
Well,
out the kitchen counter for a second, okay?
What happened?
Do you want a drink or something?
No, it's okay.
Alright, just hang out the counter. I gotta go get my shirt on.
that is a rough 28, I must say. Really, that's a rough 68 as well. He's not looking so good.
Hang outside?
Sit down at the counter for a second.
Still alive though, still kicking, somehow.
I gotta go get my shirt on.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Yeah. Why don't you have a seat right there, please? Yeah.
I think it's weird that they use this, like, I need to go change my shirt or whatever as an excuse, cause, like, I don't know. I would think that would make the predator want to come towards them versus sit down. So that's always been a little strange to me.
What's going on? What you here for?
Oh,
Just
meeting up with David.
David. And how old is David?
I'm not sure.
How old did he say he was when you were talking to him?
I don't know.
Try 13?
13?
13. He says, how old are you?
Oh, he started the lip. Yeah, for whatever reason, he does this lip thing. I don't know if it's like a tick, or if he's trying to be like threatening, or if he's just old. I don't know.
You say 28.
My audio volume's low. I can turn that up. How do I turn that up? Okay. You know what it was? I didn't have my mic down. That was my bad. All right.
He says 13, Riverside. He asks, where are you? You say Ontario. How old are you?
68.
68. But you told him you were 28. Didn't you?
I like.
You lied. What do you do for a living?
I don't get why these predators lie about their age. Like that far. I guess I can understand like a couple years, because that dissociates them, you know, from being, what am I trying to say? like that would be harder to find someone named Robert that was 28, or let's say he said 64. That would be harder to find him because he wasn't the real age that he was saying. I mean, at least 13. At least Jesse Velez's lie is a lot better.
Property management?
Property management. And what's your name, sir?
Robert?
Robert what?
Lyons?
Robert Lyons. What was your plan here today, Robert?
No plan.
No plan at all. You know, I've got the transcripts of your conversation here.
I'm sorry?
I've got the transcripts of your conversation here.
God, it's so fucking awkward. No, but he's just one of those guys that just completely had no excuse lined up. Completely just thought it was real. Of course he's lying, but everything's, on the spot.
You say to him, I'll be your girlfriend and you be my boyfriend, huh? He says, are you a girl? You say, no, sometimes I wish I really was.
No, I was just messing.
Just messing around. He says, what do you wear? You say, panties, bra. It's a pretty sexually charged conversation, Robert, to have with a 13-year-old boy. He says, do we need rubbers? Do they hurt? I don't.
No rubber. I think the predators also worry that the minors will not be interested in someone so much older than them, so they try to close the gap a little. That makes sense.
No, I don't blank eyes, but if you want to, you can do me. What conclusion am I to draw from this?
Just rhetoric or
Rhetoric.
not just conversation that probably was offhanded or
Offhanded.
yeah.
What it sounds like, Robert, is that you wanted to come here to have a sexual liaison with a 13-year-old boy.
No, that was not my intention.
What was your intention?
Just to talk, whatever.
The problem, Robert, is that your history would contradict that.
Yeah, something I forgot to mention is that Robert actually was a sex offender at the time, doing, I believe, something similar. Yeah.
Given the fact that you are a registered sex offender. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
In fact, that's you right there, right?
Correct.
And what were you convicted of before?
Lewd conduct.
Lewd conduct. Specifically, what was that conduct?
The minor.
With a minor. What did you do with a minor?
It was sexual.
Sexual. In what way sexual?
I mean, you might as well tell the truth at this point.
There was intercourse.
Intercourse. So you had intercourse with a underage boy? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you were convicted of that. How long were you in prison?
I'm sorry?
How long were you in prison for that offense?
I wasn't in prison.
You weren't in prison. You got probation?
Correct.
How long were you on probation?
I'm still on probation?
You're still on probation now. So you're on probation for having sex with a boy. How old?
15.
Just BS talk. Hey, JR.
15. And now you're in this house to meet a 13-year-old boy.
It was actually a 14-year-old boy, and he did serve, I think it was like a year in prison. Someone can correct me.
How does that look, Robert?
I didn't know he was 13.
He said so. you talk about his age. You talk about how guys just want to hook up and how he's got to be careful of his age. You acknowledge it over and over again. Don't you? I'll have the chat, Robert. Why don't you just tell
It
me
was
what...
not my intention to do anything today.
It was not your intention to do anything today.
He kept calling me. I thought maybe he was just... he felt like he was...
Oh, he didn't? Oh, my bad.
alone, lonely, whatever. My intentions were not to... And I just felt sorry.
So you, a convicted sex offender, were going to come over here and, what, babysit him?
No.
Keep him company?
No, I just said...
Watch football?
Calls were... If that's what we want to do, we do.
Watch football. Steelers and Ravens. Sniff your fingers.
You see why that is hard to believe, given your history.
I have no...
Tron, you're right. I didn't notice that. He does, like, put his fingers up to his nose a lot.
He called me quite frequently, and I didn't have it.
Does that make it right? Does that make it
No,
right?
it doesn't make it right. But I just thought maybe he told me he was alone, and I guess, I just thought maybe he might have done something, might do something to himself or whatever. But maybe he just wanted company.
Does he have something in his mouth, or does he just have, like, a lisp, or... What is up with that?
It sounds like you wanted to have sex with this woman.
No.
Well, I know, but Robert, come on. You want me to read the chat to you over again?
No, it's... He actually was leading me on to that, so it was kind of a...
I read it, Robert. You've got a conviction, you're on probation, you had this conversation, you're sitting in this house now. How do you suppose that looks?
I know it doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good. What would have happened if I wasn't here, Robert?
I don't know. We probably would have talked and met up, that's it.
And talked and met up, is that what you did with the 15-year-old boy in the last case?
No, he was a prostitute.
So that made it okay.
Didn't make it okay. Far from it.
So...
I made a mistake of just doing it. And I didn't even know he was 15. He told me he was 18.
What did you learn from your previous mistake?
Fuck yeah, Bandfather Tron. I'm on that team.
I learned to be more careful, more astute, to stay away from not to be subjected to either proposition or making propositions to anybody.
So those lessons didn't go very far if you ended up here today. Those lessons didn't sink in with you ending up here today.
They did.
But Robert, you're in a home trying to meet a 13-year-old boy.
No,
You had to register as a sex offender.
correct.
He's doing all kind of things with that tongue. I don't know what that's all about. I don't like it, though.
Do you have treatment? Do you see a counselor?
Correct.
You do. And when was the last time you saw your counselor?
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And what did you talk about with your counselor then?
We talk about various things. Just
Did you talk about your sexually charged conversation on the internet with a 13-year-old boy?
no. No, I didn't.
Do you see why it looks like you didn't learn a lesson?
I would assume that he probably really enjoys them. Tron. Ban anybody talking about Pepsi. Hey, Danny Banani.
It appears that way, yes.
Why did you tell 13-year-old Luke that you were 40 years younger than you actually are?
Because I think the internet is a place where you just... It's always been a pretension.
A pretension.
The internet and real life are two different things.
You pretend to be this, you pretend to be that, but it's not really.
Is this pretend what you're doing here today?
No,
It seems pretty real to me.
This was real.
Yeah, sure.
You showing up here to do it, yeah.
So what does that say about your ability to distinguish between what is pretend and what is real?
There's a fine line between that. It's kind of a...
Did you cross it today?
I'm sorry?
Did you cross that fine line today?
Probably.
You know what could happen to you now.
At least Robert Lyons doesn't look like he's about to die during this. I forget the dude's name. There's one predator who looks way older than what he is. I mean, not that Robert Lyons looks all that young. The guy with the inhaler.
As a convicted sex offender.
Correct.
Showing up here. What should happen to you?
What should happen to me is... I'm not really sure. Probably more enforcement of my counseling.
More counseling. That would help you if you had more counseling?
I think so. But maybe a different counselor.
Different counseling. Maybe a better counselor. That'd be good for you?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Hubris. You were apparently my last subscriber according to Streamlabs, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Have you done this before, where you've met somebody on the internet and gone for a visit?
No. No.
Well, Robert, I've got to tell you something. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators. If there's anything else you'd like to say to us, we'd like to hear it. If not, there's obviously nothing I can do to keep you here, and you're obviously free to go.
So what does this mean? I want to be on Dateline or what?
It may. We're still working on the story, so we don't know for sure. But you're free to leave.
Okay. So where does this go from here?
I can't tell you at this point. I can tell you that we're working on the story, and at some point we will have to decide who's going to be in the story. And if you give me your phone number, I'll be happy to let you know.
None of these guys knew how TV worked. Hard Chuck 1, that's another stream for another day.
Sure.
Go ahead.
419.
Right, I'll give you a call and let you know when we know.
Okay, great.
Alright, that's the end of our first predator. Now we head over to Jesse Velez. Okay, I was prepared for an ad, but I didn't get one, thankfully. So we're all good. But yeah, Jesse Velez, I believe the only gay predator on Hansen versus Predator.
Come in for a sec. It's a little cold out.
Oh, I've seen that. Not that Jurassic Park shirt is like very common. Um, at least here, I've seen it at like I've seen a bunch of them at like every time I go to Target. Um, I've considered picking one up, but I just never did.
How you doing?
Good.
Oh, chilly out.
Way different.
I know.
I've never seen Jurassic Park. So yeah, it would purely be based on Jesse Velez. Plus, that's an ugly ass shirt too. It's just the logo, and then he's got these bright orange shirts. You know who he dresses like? He dresses like I did whenever I was in like grade school.
Well,
How you doing today? My house is your house. Wanna come in? Come in.
nice house.
So where'd you wanna go? Want a water or something?
Oh, by the way, this decoy's awful. I don't think anyone's gonna care that much about me saying that. The worst decoy, in my opinion, are in both shows. Hey, Joey. Dinosaurs come to life. Yeah, I just never seen it. I have it, but I just never... I think I have it. Yeah, but I don't know. I just never seen it. It should be Joran. Joran is a, well... I think that Joran is a bit too alpha to play Jesse Velez, but he, I'm sure he could do literally anyone else. So call up Joran. I don't think he's doing all that much besides posting weird shit on Facebook.
Thing?
No, this is the first time I met somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of nervous.
Nervous? I know, I am too. You want a water? Anything?
Yeah, please.
Oh, in my opinion, on Jesse Velez, I actually made a video about him. He would have with Luke or whatever the kid's name was. He would have honestly fucked him and chucked him. He would have had sex with him and then never talked to him again.
Where are your parents at?
They went away.
What is it?
Sorry?
They did.
Yeah. Here you go.
So honestly, Jordan would be probably just about as good.
So how old are you?
13.
You're 113.
That's what they all say, you know? That's what they all say. So, where are we going?
I don't know, wherever you want to go to eat.
It's up to you.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Doesn't matter to me.
I'm not.
What's up with this video? Why's it acting like that?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Doesn't matter to me.
I'm not really hungry, I just ate.
No.
No.
So you want to stay here?
No, not really.
You don't want to stay here? What do you want to do after?
I can hang out.
Hang out?
You know.
Netflix? Chill? Netflix?
Yeah,
Oh shit, Netflix and chill. He's trying. It's like I don't understand why these like decoys, because they're not that much older than yeah, they're like 18, 19, so it's not like they weren't like they shouldn't be that like out of touch of how a teenager talks. Not that it really matters, because yeah, it really doesn't matter all that much, considering like the predators still come, so whatever. But it's just weird to me that like how they're slaying and which this was 2014, so maybe Netflix and chill was on par. But then Bailey is like wicked and like all these like other like very like outdated slang words, and it's just like, when were you a teenager? How do you think teenagers talk nowadays?
I was watching Netflix when I was texting you.
And I was a teenager around this time. And I definitely know no one said wicked unless that's like a regional thing.
Yeah, what show?
I watched like TV shows like House of Cards, stuff like that.
I haven't seen that. Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we can Netflix and chill.
This is gonna be a weird question, but you have your ID on you.
I don't have my ID on me. Sorry, I'm only.
House of Cards. I remember that show. I remember seeing it on Netflix and then skipping over to something else and never watching it. But I definitely remember it being on Netflix.
13. My mom keeps that in her purse.
Who lives here?
Now, whenever I was 13, I didn't even have an ID, so all of these were terrible. And Frag, you know, I get annoyed a lot of times by Frag. He's scared off a couple of the predators by whispering in Casey's ear or whoever the decoy was. But I think that this guy may have needed a bit of direction.
Who lives here? Oh, I live here. Me, my mommy, and my daddy.
It's a nice house.
I don't have a last name now. It's just Crime Watch Bailey.
Yeah, they work hard.
It looks like good.
Yeah. This, you want to come look at this? This right here. This is my dad made this.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Pretty cool. Want to come look at it?
It's so yeah.
I'll take a tour. That's nice in there.
Hey, Jose, how are you? Take a seat right over there, please.
Yeah.
It's clearly not a handmade table. By the way, that is a really shitty table. Is it mahogany? But no, it is a really like shitty table. I wouldn't eat on that.
What's happening?
Nothing.
Yeah. What was your plan today?
Nothing, actually. Just to hang out.
Just to hang out
Yeah.
with a 13-year-old boy who you sent a picture of your private parts.
No, I didn't. I did?
Yes.
Ooh. I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, was right.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so full of shit. And it's like, Jesse Velez, though, I will say this. If you didn't know the chat log, and you didn't know what the show was, he is, and this is probably how he's gotten out of trouble, not that he's ever been in trouble for this, but out of trouble, like, through his life. He's not a bad liar, like, because I feel like he's one of those people that convinces himself that he's telling the truth. So then yeah.
I was
You've been
just
chatting with him on and off for weeks.
Yeah, I used to chat with random people on and off. I'd hang out with them. No, nothing's really sexual, to be honest.
Nothing sexual.
No.
Okay, so I have a question. Let me go back. Why were these pictures blurred on Hanson versus Predator? Like, they're not like, or are they like copyrighted images? I don't know.
Hang out with them. No, nothing's really sexual, to be honest.
Nothing sexual.
No.
What's this then?
Let me see. Oh my god, I did not know I even sent that. Ugh. Yeah, I did not know that.
Ooh was right.
Yeah, usually when I send a picture, like I have a bunch of pictures of me.
Right.
So I must have hit that, but I didn't really know why.
So this was just one big mistake.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So you had a picture of yourself out and about town.
This right here is one of my favorite Chris Hansen lines.
Because usually I
Driving
meet
a car.
Yeah, like
And
usually
then
I
the
meet
penis pic. Oh, by mistake, I hit the penis pic.
Yeah, because I didn't even know because I would even say like something afterwards, but I didn't even know I really sent that, to be honest. Usually I meet people, I hang out with them, nothing really sexual. You know, it's like, I don't even put like sexual things on my, like I don't do none of that stuff. Like I don't say, oh yeah, let's meet up and have sex. I don't really do that. I like to meet different people, hang out with them.
What is Grindr for?
You can tell by Chris Hansen's face, like he's having trouble like keeping up with Jesse Velez speaking because he speaks like a mile a minute. It was a virus. Yeah, I've seen that.
Honestly, I know it's for hookups. I really do know that, but I'm not all for that. I don't just meet people randomly and just start having sex with random people. That's not what I do. I know it sounds weird coming from myself, but it's not like that.
But isn't that what Grindr is for?
No, to me it's not. It depends on people use it for their aspects. Like I don't use it for any sexual like orientations or activity like that. I just meet people, movies, we'll go to the restaurant, hang out, eat. I just like to have company with me. I'm like kind of a, how you say, I never really.
Was Grindr popular back then? Because I never heard of Grindr until, like, well, basically until watching not this, but the original YouTube video.
I had friends when I was younger.
Right.
So I like to hang out with people, you know, you can get to know them a little bit. You know, that's about it. You know, I meet people from either 13, 17, 18, 30, even to their 40s, just to meet people and talk to them.
And how old are you?
I'm actually 27.
27.
Yes.
And what do you do for a living?
Me, I'm actually a manager for a restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Jersey Mike's.
Ramona's Diaper. I like that username. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Grindr is gay Tinder. It's been around for a while. Huh. Okay.
Jersey Mike's.
Yes.
And how's that going?
It's going good. I actually just started there about a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Yes.
But you see how this looks for you to come over and visit
I know,
that 13-year-old boy after
Yeah,
you sent him a picture of your
Yeah, I know,
penis.
like, I didn't realize I sent that, and even when I came here,
How could you not realize it?
No, I understand where you're coming from, but even when I came here, even when I parked there, I was just like, oh, this is, even when I sat there, I was like, yeah, this is the first time I did, like, met someone at someone's house. I felt kind of nervous when coming to a house. Could you just say, what's me at a public?
I didn't really see him. He's saying like he sat there and thought about it. I didn't, he jumped right out of the fucking car. He was prancing to that house.
Place, so it's more safer for me. That way, just in case I don't know the other person. But that's why even when I came, I actually trying to park at that park for a while. I was just sitting, I was like, I should not be going to this person's house.
But you did it.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you do it then?
It's the first time for me. I never went to someone's house before.
You know, I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
It's my first time.
I'm sure.
And
sure you
I
have.
doubt that all the people who tell me it's their first time are telling the truth.
This is.
I don't think any of them are. That's my take on that. He is talking so fast. You gotta keep up. If anyone does coke, everyone says Jordan does coke. If anyone does coke, I think it's Jesse Velez. So Italian sandwiches.
Honest to death.
So you're the first honest guy I've ever found.
This is the first
Coming
time.
to visit a 13-year-old boy.
This is the first time I met a young person.
Oh, he knew, Joey. He knew exactly what he was doing. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first time, I would be surprised if this was the first time. I don't think he's done it too often. Maybe this is the second or the third, but he's definitely done it before, in my opinion. I hope not, though, but that's just my opinion on it.
Person that age. It's the first time ever in history.
But what
ever.
could you possibly have in common at 27 with a 13-year-old stranger?
That's something I'll find out when we sit down and chat, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing sexual was going to happen anyway from the get-go.
After you sent him a penis
And
picture.
I didn't really...
That shit's weird to me. Like, even, like... I don't know. Like... I know, like, 21 or something around there and 16 is legal. Technically. And 16, I think, is legal depending on... I don't know exactly how that works. But it's like... That's a college kid versus someone who is, like... in like their sophomore, junior year of high school. Like, I don't know. That just seems very immature. Whenever, like, basically, and this is just me. Basically, whenever I turned 18, it was like, I'm not. It's 18 and up from here. I'm not dating anyone below, or not even. Sorry, not even doing anything with anyone below. That's what I'm saying, Ramona. That is still a child, in my opinion. I don't know. It's weird.
I didn't realize I sent that. You can look at all my conversations. I did not realize I sent that kind of picture. I did not realize
So today
that.
you just...
So say
one big misunderstanding.
Let's say, like for example, like say like I was gonna watch a movie with just like an ordinary conversation, like common like friendly type thing. It wasn't gonna be anything sexual. Even when we were chatting, I never said, "Oh hey, do you want to have sex?" Because that's not the kind of person I am. I don't want to throw myself out there like that. That's not what I am.
But if you're his parents, are you going to be comfortable?
I have a 16-year-old friend. I do. Yes, I do.
That's a pretty big age gap.
It is. It is.
At this stage.
But you know what? But there's nothing wrong with that because to be honest, I have friends that are 16 to 30. We all hang out. There's no drugs involved. Obviously, I don't do any drugs. But we all just conversate. There's so many similarities from all different people. It doesn't matter what age to me. So some people look at it as more like a pedophile thing or something like that. But that's not what I am. I don't go.
Hold on. Hanson never brought up the P word. Jesse Velez is the one that brought up the P word. So, keep that in mind. It's still weird. I'm 26. Yeah, I wouldn't date it. I wouldn't. I'm not 26, but I don't really think I would date an 18-year-old because, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to date anybody in high school. That's just weird to me. I don't know. I feel like if you're 18 and you're dating anyone, like, there was a guy on, one of Chris Hansen's latest stings, and I've talked about this before, who was 18 and he was and he was after a 15-year-old, so he was still in high school. I guess, I don't know, it was the summertime, so maybe he graduated. And I'm like, and a lot of people were saying that was okay, and I'm like, no, not really. I feel like, because that's a senior in high school dating, or getting with, I guess I should say, a freshman, hooking up with a freshman. That's, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't the same, and maybe this is just me, but maturity level wise, I wasn't the same person, and I definitely wasn't prepared for that kind of activity whenever I was a freshman, sophomore. Two 18-year-olds at the same time. What?
Go around looking for 10-year-olds, 13-year-olds. No, that's not who I am. That's.
Hold on. No one brought up 10-year-olds. He's the one that brought up 10-year-olds. And there's a saying. It's like, if you're lying and you put stuff on the table, then usually, if you're obviously lying and you put stuff on the table that wasn't brought up, then it's probably the truth. So, yeah.
Not exactly.
But you see how this looks.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. That's why I didn't walk through that door.
A 27-year-old sends a penis picture to a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
And then comes over to just hang out.
Yeah. I know how it looks. And I wasn't even gonna watch.
3 18-year-old. Yeah. 2 times 18 is. Yeah, that's true, but I don't know. I guess I must have lost your point, Kelphill.
Something told me don't walk through that door. I swear something told me do not.
I guess I didn't get the whole conversation, is what I mean.
Why'd you do it then?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna walk through that door. I really wasn't. But I don't know. Even when I saw him, I looked at him. I was like, this doesn't fit. I mean, I hang out with people outside of their home because I wouldn't want myself to be in someone's home that I really don't know. I never meet someone at their home. That's why I felt weird. Even
So this is just one big misunderstanding.
This is the
and
biggest.
the first time you've
this is
ever
the
had
biggest thing I
such
ever
a
walked into someone's
misunderstanding.
house. To be honest, because at my house, I don't like people come to my house. Well, I can because I have a big patio outside, and I have my neighbors that come outside with me, so I would feel safe because I'm not by myself with that person. So at least people see me with this person. But me coming here, like I parked at that park right there.
Right.
I sat there for like.
Huh. Well, Kelpill, I think you need to pay Joran $100 to get his Patreon reward of getting some comedy lessons.
5 minutes, and I promise I parked at the park because I was gonna make a U-turn and just go because I don't like coming to people's houses. Because there was one time where one of our friends was to his friend's house, and it didn't really go as they were gonna say. When he walked in, there was actually an ambush. It was two older guys and a woman. They beat him up. It was like people that they're looking for.
It was a setup.
Yeah, well, not like this. Like I guess they want to just beat somebody up. So that's why I don't come to people's houses. I'd rather meet at a sandwich shop, at a Starbucks, just so we can sit down, conversate. It's nothing really.
So he had a friend that got kept caught by a vigilante, which I'm not gonna go into I'm not gonna go into what I think of vigilantes, but yeah, I mean I don't know. I think he should learn a lesson from that.
Extraordinary.
I mean, isn't that a warning to not show up to a place like this?
Do you live by yourself?
No, I live with my 3 dogs.
Three dogs?
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Here in Fairfield?
I live with my 3 dogs. Like, that's not what Chris meant.
Yeah, I actually up the road by Taco Loco.
By Taco Loco?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we've been running an investigation
Okay.
called Hansen versus Predator.
Okay.
And I'm Chris Hansen.
Okay.
And you've walked into it.
Okay.
So if there's anything else you want people to know,
I'll just see little kids. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. Honestly, that's not who I am. That's not me.
You know what, if you were going... If he was talking to someone and going on, a hookup or whatever, why would he keep his ring on? His wedding ring on? Like, wouldn't that be something you would keep, like, especially if you were going to cheat on your partner? I don't know, that's weird to me. A 3-dog.
Can you take the cameras off me, please?
I can't at this point. No.
Can I leave?
You can leave right out there.
Okay. This is very awkward and very embarrassing for me. I'll talk to you in private if you like.
I can't turn the cameras on.
Why the fuck do all these guys want to talk in private? Like, what are they really going to get out of that? I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I'll answer any questions for you, to be honest, because I'm not.
Well, you have.
This is not what it seems to be. This is not what it was going to be. So I want everyone to know that's actually seeing right now. It's not what it was. I'll have to hang out with somebody. Nothing sexual to that nature. It may seem to other people it was, but to me it's not. Because if it was to that state, if it was.
I love how Chris is bending over the table. It's very threatening with the two like cameras like pointing at him. I love it. Also, what is this hand? I guess he's trying to block his face, but it's not blocking anything. If anything, it's just showing off his ring.
Was to that standard, I would have actually texted the guy, hey, let's meet and let's do this, let's do that. But it wasn't. I'm very, cordial with what I say. I'm very blunt. So nothing was sexual to that, nothing sexual to that nature. But to be honest, I can't learn my lesson right now. I'm not going to my house.
And what?
I'm not walking to no one's house ever again.
Non-sexual host of Velez. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not here to conversate. I never said that I wasn't here. That I wasn't not here to conversate.
Again, this is the first and last time we're doing that.
What's the lesson here, Jose?
The lesson here is don't walk into no one's house that you don't know who actually even lives there. That's to be honest. Don't do the same thing to other people that you wouldn't want done to you. You know, would you
But
want
you did
someone?
it, though.
Yeah, because I walked to someone's house, but I never allowed people to come to my house. That's the thing.
That's a shitty lesson. He needs to listen to Eric Thornton.
I never allowed. You know, it's okay because I'm not even ashamed to do this. Don't let people walk into your house. Why would you go to theirs? You know, because you don't know what to expect to that nature. That's why, you know, when I came here, I was bored today. I didn't know what to do, so I figured hang out with some people.
How about watching football?
I'm not a sports person, believe it or not.
Steelers and Ravens. Hold on a minute.
Don't like
How
sports.
about watching?
Just 1 minute.
On a bridge across the Severn on a Saturday night, Susie meets the man of her dreams. He says he got in trouble and if she doesn't mind, he doesn't want the company. But there's something in the air, they share a look in silence, and everything is understood. And Susie grabs her man, puts a grip on his hand, as the rain puts a tear in his eye. She says, don't let go, never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Don't let go, never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Driving through the city to the temple station, he cries into the leather seat. And Susie knows that maybe it was a family man, but the world's got him down on his knees. So she throws him at the wall, kisses burn like fire, and suddenly he starts to believe. And he takes her in his arms, and he doesn't know why, but he thinks that he begins to see. She says, don't let go, never give up, it's what.
Alright, sorry about that. No, but what I was gonna say was, that I have a feeling. Keep your jeans in your jeans. That is probably better than Eric Thornton. I would have to agree. That is probably the best advice. But what I was gonna say was what the hell was I gonna say? Oh, where Chris mentioned football, I have a feeling that this was right after John Dupé, or John Dupee, as I guess it's correctly pronounced. How did they not check that, though? Why did they not double check that?
Netflix.
I was. It was just, today was just a day that just, you know what, let's just go hang out tonight real quick. Let's hang out, you know, nothing sexual though. I'm not looking for that. I'm not.
Also, I believe that he's not into sports. I believe it 100%.
But again, isn't that what Grindr was?
No,
for?
it depends what people utilize Grindr for. You know, some people use it for dating, for hang out, for chill. Other people use it for a sexual preference. You know, that's not what I'm looking for. Even on my profile, it just said, hey, let's chat. You know, I'm not looking for, you know, anything to that nature. You know, it just says, let's chat. That's it.
Okay, fair enough, Jose. I appreciate
So, it's fair enough. So, everyone out there, you know, that's not who I am. That's not who I am.
Okay.
So,
I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Chris.
All right, Jose,
Thank you for this actual experience, actually, because it's pretty interesting, actually. I'm never ever doing this ever again.
I wish I had the I wish they would have kept in the thank you graphic that they put up. That's great.
Fuck someone's house. So
I can't play that version. At least I don't think. But yeah, check that version out as well, if you haven't.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
Nothing bad out of this.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. I
Thanks for your
appreciate
time.
it. Thank you. Oh, where's the exit?
Right there, straight ahead, over there.
Or with the police department, we'll explain everything to you right after she hands me that. Give me your phone.
Hey, let her back.
You have nothing in your pockets, do you?
You know, it's not as like satisfying as them just kind of walking up next to him like they're bros. I don't know. It's just not as satisfying as sheriff office down, get down. I mean, I can understand why they would do it in the garage. It was probably much safer, but still. Also, why were they hiding? What would be the point? Yeah, whatever.
Alright, very well.
Why am I nervous?
We'll explain everything in a minute.
Yeah, the goalie suit. Or the ghillie suit. But he got attacked by a damn bush. But Marvin. No, I'm not very good at names, so I'm not gonna say Mike Shen. Oh Lord.
Slide all the way over.
Right up into this and I'll explain everything to you, okay?
Face forwards, eyes open.
Good.
Good.
Face.
At least he put his damn pockets back in his pockets, because unlike D-Mac.
The wall. There you go.
He just has these weird, like, white, inside-out pockets. I don't even know. Marvin Lincoln, or Lacka, I don't know how to pronounce that. God.
Jesse, what's your last name?
Velez.
You got through everything?
Yeah.
Okay. I know this is upsetting, and trust me, I'm not.
He wasn't crying whenever he had his oh my god, I can't even talk. He wasn't crying whenever he had his mugshot taken. He's crying now. I think a lot of that's just for sympathy.
I'm not mean.
So my brother told me that Jesse Velez's interrogation was floating around, and he told me that he watched it. He lied, and I'm still a little mad about that. I'm disappointed, to be honest, but such is life.
You know, I'm not sitting here in judgment of you. I'm just trying to understand what happened today, and that's all. That's all we're trying to do.
Too.
Okay. You read everything thoroughly?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you tell me why you think you're here? Why you think this whole thing happened?
Because I was stupid enough to go on the app and chat with random people, and I met one of them, which unfortunately was underage. Nothing sexual is going to happen with any of them that I meet today, just hangouts or whatever. And unfortunately, I went to their house, which I shouldn't have.
Okay.
And I've never done that before. Usually I meet them at Starbucks, just so I feel safe at the same time.
Them, it's always he or she or them. You know, it's not like Luke. You know, I was going to go see Luke, but it was before that. It was Luke. Or whatever the hell this predator's name was. I mean, not the predator, the decoy's name was supposedly. But it's still just funny how they dissociate the person they were chatting with.
But this time I did it.
I don't think he's actually crying.
Okay.
Jesse Velez served 2 years in prison out of a 5-year suspended sentence, and as far as we know, has not reoffended. Oh God. not gonna say anything about that logo. Let's just pretend like that didn't show up. Well, I mean that's the way to go about it. That's the type of people that you send them to.
Connecticut tonight, looking for the.
It's like a subtle flex, I think. All right, I got one more video for you guys. This is Jesse Velez getting robbed. His store getting robbed. This was a year before before him getting caught. So it's kind of like, I don't know what word I'm looking for lack of a better word, weird that he is disorienting that he is like a victim here, and then 1 year later he's the predator. So it's just weird to see. Like, if you saw this, you would not suspect that this was someone that would do anything. I mean, here he just seems like a normal person, to be honest about it.
Connecticut tonight, looking for the brazen burglar who broke into a mobile.
Well, I don't. Yeah, that's what they do say. They do not. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think going to the house itself is the problem. It's the intention of going to the house. And, you know, if they say they go to the house, and that's clearly, like, they're like, well, you know, I messed up. Like, they don't really feel like they did anything wrong. Oh, yeah, a talented artist.
Phone store in Bridgeport, and just helped himself to all sorts of goodies.
Yeah, he did it twice in one night, and all of it captured on surveillance camera, several angles, from his break in the front of the window entry to grabbing all of the cell phones. Here's Joe Torres.
It is some of the clearest surveillance video we've seen. Last Wednesday, a burglar broke into the Mobile Express on East.
You know what, Jesse Velez did have some nice security cameras. I gotta give him props there.
Main Street in Bridgeport just after midnight, and then again 4 hours later. He got away with more than 24 smartphones and tablets valued at $3,200.
It's not the whole point of the robbery. It's what he took from me. You know, he took a lot from the store, and just to recover from that, that's gonna.
My man loves his orange. Yeah, I feel like he got like suited up, if you want to call it that. This is probably like his best like outfit for just the interview alone. What's funny is that he actually looks kind of better here than he did in terms of clothing, better here than he did on Hands vs. Predator.
Take a while.
Look closely at the video, and you can see a police car with.
Didn't do anything. Yeah. Don't bring the girls.
With lights flashing, rush past the store while the burglar is inside.
As I say in every stream, Maurice Wolin, you know, he's hanging around.
Adding to the frustration, the store also has a motion detector, which for some unexplained reason did not detect the burglar during the midnight break-in, but worked perfectly at 4 a.m. The system alerted police. The cops showed up 5 minutes later, but by then the suspect was gone.
And I thought my dream would be, you know, I'll be running a business, you know, selling phones, you know, just being happy every day.
Juan Burgos. What? What's that all about?
Coming to work, you know, not to get a phone call at 4 o'clock in the morning saying, you know, you're a burglar twice in one night.
Juan Burgos runs a convenience store just a few doors away.
Right now, we wonder, you know, who's gonna be next.
Oh, they fucked up and showed it early. Okay.
because this is right now difficult because I work here with my wife and my kids.
The 27-year-old Velez told us police already have a lead on the identity of the burglar. As for the future of his business, that's still up in the air. In Bridgeport, I'm Joe Torres, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Well, it's definitely up in the air now, isn't it? Alright, well, thank you guys for coming out. I know it's a Saturday night, and I didn't really, announce the stream very well. Hey, Mike Farmer, you're coming right at the end. but that's okay. I always keep it up. Oh, and Donate, I don't think I welcomed you in either. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. I don't want to keep you guys any longer on your Saturday night. It's 18. It's 8. At least here in the East Coast. It is, so yeah, celebrate the weekend. Well, you can't do much because you gotta wear the fucking mask, but, do what you can. So yeah, I think that is gonna be it for me, and I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your weekend.
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the notification bell to never ever miss a video. I'll see you next time.
How's it going? This is...
Tron just said Kelp and him will be continuing the DMAC chat log tonight. So, yeah, go watch that. I'll definitely be there. I'm sorry, I just I saw that quick and wasn't away from my computer. But yeah, as I said, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Wonderful Life by Hertz. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a really good song.
On a bridge across the Severn on a Saturday night, Susie meets the man of her dreams. He says he got in trouble and if she doesn't like, he doesn't want to company. But there's something in the air, they share a look in silence, and everything is understood. And Susie grabs her man, puts a grip on his hand, as the rain puts a tear in his eye. She says, don't let go, never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Don't let go, never give up, it's such a wonderful life. Driving through the city to the temple station, cries into the river sea. And Susie knows that baby was a family man, but the world's got him down on his knees. So she throws him at the wall, kisses burn like fire, and suddenly he starts to believe. And he takes her in his arms and he doesn't know why, but he thinks that he begins to sing. She says, don't let go,